Hello everybody, it's Father Brennan here. I've been wanting to start recording video messages, particularly for the parishioners out here in the goldfields and in our parish boundaries, that in this time when we are asked to practice social distancing, that these video messages will in some way be able to overcome some of that distance between us, and that in this time we don't become distant to each other, and that over these coming weeks and even months, we still remain connected to each other in some way. As you can see behind me in the sanctuary, it's evening of Palm Sunday. It's the end of the first day of Holy Week, and I thought this is just as good as any time to really begin to start recording video messages as a way to communicate with you all in a general way, and also maybe be able to take this time to be able to offer some thoughts, some reflections, and maybe some ways that you can help for you to keep on growing spiritually in your faith during this time of social isolation. But for tonight, it's really more of a personal message on behalf of myself and the other priests. First of all, it's been a real pleasure to be able to offer Mass for you all and to be able to offer it live streamed. It was a decision that we came up with, and we didn't know how many people might be interested, but we made a definite decision before that even to continue on celebrating Mass in all of our churches at the same time as if they were open, in a way that even if you weren't able to watch us, you can still join us in prayer at the regular times that we're accustomed to, and to know that we're still using our churches in the way that they're intended, even though we have to keep them locked to the outside world. It's been a very, very humbling time for us as well as your priests in the parish, especially when we know of the many lengths many of you have gone through over these past few weeks to be able to adapt your faith in these ever rapidly changing times. For some of you, it's meant learning how to use Facebook or YouTube, etc. For others, it's actually even meaning learning how to get onto the internet and be able to use it. And for some of you, even it's meant learning how to use and even acquiring a computer in the first place. But no matter what lengths you or any of you have gone through, it's been really humbling for us priests to be able to see the efforts that you're all going through. It's been, we also know that for some of you, it's meant you're still coming to the church as you normally do, but even though you can't come into the church, many of you are still praying outside. Many of you are still making use of the Sacrament of Reconciliation, which we can still offer, and still to arrange it in an anonymous way, and continuing on with your Lenten practices during Lent, and that some of you have used, because you've got a bit more free time at the moment, to use this as time to pray more, to grow deeper, and to even explore a bit more in your faith. It's really beautiful to see and to know of the many ways you're all trying to remain connected, to grow deeper and stay stronger in your faith. Thank you also for all your messages of support and the offers of help to help out in various other ways in our parish life. Our churches are closed, but our work is still going on in other ways too. Our hearts break for many of you, especially in these very challenging and difficult and even stressful times. And it breaks our hearts also to have to hear how sad and disappointed many of you are that our churches are closed and that our public masses are suspended, and to hear of your own yearning to be back in our churches and to be present and physically present at Mass. Our hearts are very heavy, and we're very conscious each and every time that we are very privileged at the moment to still be able to have Mass on our own. We're still keeping you all very close, deep in our thoughts, our hearts, and our prayers. But as we now begin and embark on Holy Week, a Holy Week like none of us have ever had before in our lives, let's pray together that no matter what's going on in the world, with things being cancelled, suspended, closed and shut down, Holy Week is still on, Easter is still on the calendar, and that we really pray for each other, that despite our churches being closed, our hearts may be even more open to the Lord, to whatever He wants to do in our hearts this year and during Holy Week and at Easter, and that way our hearts can be even more open to our brothers and sisters, not only during the course of this week or even during the course of this pandemic, but indeed every day of our lives.